It feels like the world is running at full speed, a relentless current that sweeps everyone along whether they're ready or not, and you're always a step behind no matter how hard you try to catch up. The pace never slows, and you find yourself gasping for breath, lost in the shuffle. There is a tiredness deep in your bones, a weariness that sleep can't fix. It lingers, heavy and persistent, even after a full night's rest. Every morning you wake up already behind schedule, heart pounding before you even reach for your phone. The day hasn't started, but the anxiety already has. The world is relentless, pouring its noise into your life from the moment your eyes open. Sirens, traffic, voices, and the constant hum of technology invade your space. You scroll through endless headlines, each one more urgent than the last. The news never stops, and every story seems to demand your worry, your outrage, your attention. Notifications buzz and flash, demanding your attention with every vibration. Messages, reminders, updates, each one a tiny jolt, pulling you further from yourself. Your calendar is packed, your mind never truly rests, and your spirit begins to ache in ways you can't name. The to-do lists grow longer and the hours feel shorter. It's not just physical fatigue, it's a soul-level exhaustion. You lie awake at night, mind racing, unable to find peace even in the darkness. Even your quiet moments aren't truly quiet. The world's noise seeps in, echoing in your thoughts, making true silence feel almost impossible. You fill them with mindless scrolling or background noise, afraid of what silence might reveal. Distraction becomes a shield, protecting you from your own thoughts. You wonder when life became so heavy. When did peace become so rare, and why does stillness now feel so uncomfortable? The weight of modern living presses down, making even simple moments feel burdensome. This is the world we live in, a world that never pauses, never lets you catch your breath, always asking for more. We are more connected than ever, but more spiritually drained than we've ever been. Surrounded by people yet feeling alone, we reach for our devices instead of each other, and deep down you sense something precious is slipping away, a sense of calm, of meaning, of true connection. You long for a moment of real peace, wondering if it's still possible to find. Everywhere you turn, something is trying to capture your attention. Your phone lights up with messages, social media updates, and breaking news, each one pulling you away from the present moment. The world has become a carnival of distraction, a place where silence is crowded out by the next alert. In the city, crowds push by, headphones in, eyes glued to screens. At home, the TV blares in the background, or a podcast fills the air. Even at night, your mind races with unfinished tasks, replayed conversations, and endless what-ifs. It's no wonder sleep is so hard to come by. Day after day, this constant stimulation wires your brain for restlessness. The world teaches you that you must always be doing, always be consuming, always be available. In this noise, your spirit struggles to breathe. It all begins to feel normal, this racing, this never-ending input. But your soul was made for something quieter, deeper, and far more beautiful than this. Over time, the effects creep in. You start to feel numb, detached from your own heart. Emotions become distant, as if viewed through frosted glass. Joy feels fleeting, and peace seems like a memory from another life. The constant noise drowns out the gentle voice of God you once knew. Prayer becomes harder. You bow your head, but your thoughts scatter like leaves in the wind. Words come slow, or not at all. It's easier to turn away, to distract yourself again, than to sit in the discomfort of spiritual silence. Anxiety weaves through your days, a thread you can't unwind. The weight of it presses on your chest, making even small moments feel heavy. You begin to wonder if something is wrong with you, if you're just not strong enough for this world. But the truth is, it's not your fault. The world is draining you, mind, body, and soul. And what you're feeling is what happens when your spirit is suffocated by endless noise. In the middle of this chaos, ancient words ring out clear and steady. Our lives are filled with noise, constant notifications, endless deadlines, and the pressure to keep moving faster. It's easy to feel lost in the rush, swept along by the current of modern life. Yet in the midst of all this, a gentle command whispers through the ages, "Be still and know that I am God." These words are more than just a suggestion. They are a call to pause, to breathe, and to remember what truly matters. There is an invitation here, not just to stop moving, but to let your soul rest in God's presence. It's about finding a quiet center, a place where your heart can settle and your mind can find clarity. Stillness isn't just the absence of noise, it's the space where God's voice can finally be heard. In the quiet, we discover a peace that the world cannot offer, a calm that goes beyond understanding. The world will always try to shape your mind, to squeeze you into its mold. It demands your attention, your energy, and your identity, often leaving you feeling drained and uncertain. But Romans chapter 12 verse 2 warns, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This is a call to resist the pressure, to choose a different path, a path of transformation and hope. There is a better way, a way of renewal, of quiet transformation from the inside out. It's a journey that begins with a single step, choosing to seek God's presence above the noise. Jesus himself offers an invitation you can't find anywhere else. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Rest isn't just physical, it's a deep, soul-level restoration that brings true relief from the weight you carry. Jesus promises rest for your soul, a deeper peace, a restoration from the inside out. In him, you find a refuge, a safe place where your worries can finally be set down. These aren't just pretty words, they are lifelines, anchors that hold you steady when everything else feels uncertain. They remind you that you are not alone, that hope is real, and that peace is possible. They are the truth you need to remember when the world is just too much. In the chaos, let these ancient truths guide you back to peace, to hope, and to the quiet strength that only God can give. If you feel exhausted, it's not because you're weak, it's because you're overloaded, carrying more than your heart was ever meant to hold. Life can feel relentless, and the weight you bear is real. The world is throwing more at you than any soul was ever meant to carry. Every day, expectations pile up, and the noise of life grows louder, making it hard to find a moment of peace. There is no shame in feeling tired. Fatigue is not a flaw, it's a signal that you've been fighting hard, trying your best to keep going. These burdens are heavy, and you were never meant to bear them alone. We are made for connection, for sharing the load with others who care. Grace is still speaking to you, even here in the quiet moments when you feel unseen and unheard. There is a gentle invitation to rest. The ache you feel is not failure. It's a sign that your spirit is still alive, still longing for something real, something deeper than just getting by. You don't have to pretend to be okay. It's okay to admit you're struggling, to let the mask slip and show your true self. God is not disappointed in your struggle. He sees your effort, your pain, and your hope, and He draws near to you in compassion. He meets you in the truth of your exhaustion, offering comfort and understanding, not judgment. Hope comes softly, like morning light after a long night. It doesn't rush in, but it grows slowly and steadily, bringing warmth to your soul. You are not alone in this. Others are walking this road too, and together we can find strength. Across the world, millions are feeling the strain, the same longing for peace, for rest, for a sense of belonging and hope. There is a way back, a way to recover your soul. It may be slow, but every step matters. It starts with honesty, with naming the ache and refusing to numb it away. When you speak your truth, healing begins. Only then can you begin to rediscover the rest your heart craves. There is hope, even for the heavy-hearted, and it's waiting for you, one gentle breath at a time. Stillness is not just empty space. It is where your soul remembers how to breathe. It can be uncomfortable at first. The noise has become so familiar that silence can feel almost frightening. But it is in the quiet that God whispers your name. To rediscover stillness, you have to be intentional. Turn off your phone for a few moments each day. Step outside and let the wind brush your face. Find a quiet corner, close your eyes, and just sit with God. Let the silence wash over you, even if it feels awkward. Stillness is where healing begins. It's where you can feel the weight in your chest start to lift, and your mind begins to slow its frantic pace. In the quiet, God's presence becomes real, tangible as sunlight on your skin. Give yourself permission to be still. You don't have to earn rest. You were created for it. This is where your spirit comes back to life. Prayer is not a performance, it's the lifeline your soul desperately needs. In this world of noise, prayer is where you let down your guard and let God in. Start small. Whisper a simple prayer, "Jesus, I need you." Sometimes that's enough. Don't worry if the words don't come easily. God hears your heart even when you have no words left. Let your prayer be honest, raw, real, even messy. He meets you in the truth, not in your perfection. As you pray, let silence be part of your conversation with God. Don't fill every gap with words. Listen, wait. God's voice is gentle, often drowned out by noise, but in the quiet you will hear His whisper, a peace that passes understanding. Prayer isn't just for emergencies, it's the daily bread your spirit needs. It's how you rediscover your place in God's heart, even when the world is too much. You have a right to protect your peace. The world profits from your distraction, but your soul needs boundaries. Set aside time each day to disconnect. Turn off notifications. Say no to what drains you and yes to what restores life. Find small rituals that anchor you. Reading a psalm, lighting a candle, taking a walk in nature. Give your spirit space to breathe. Surround yourself with reminders of God's presence, not just more information. Let yourself rest, truly rest. Sleep is sacred. Laughter is holy. Time with loved ones is a gift. Make room for these things even when the world tells you to hustle harder. You are allowed to step back, to say enough. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It's how you stay open to God's voice. The world will always shout for your attention, but God calls you with a whisper. Real peace begins when you dare to let the noise end. In the quiet, you remember who you are and whose you are. Grace still speaks, even in a world that tries to drown it out. The rest Jesus offers is not just a break from work, but a restoration of your soul. It is a deep, lasting peace that nothing in this world can give or take away. This is the invitation. Be still. Let the noise fall away. Let your spirit breathe in the presence of the God who loves you. You are not alone. You are not defeated. Real peace is possible, and it begins now in the sacred space where the world grows quiet and grace still speaks. You're not weak, just weary, and the God who calls you to rest is already waiting in the silence, ready to restore your soul because grace still speaks.